Hey guys, what's going on? So today we wanted to talk about our stained overlay system coloring. So there is some confusion sometimes when it comes to this system in particular. Spray deck, super simple, just pick a color. Wood looks are kind of the same situation, you're just picking a color. Stained overlays can be a little different. So generally for a stained overlay, you are mixing colors. So you're going with, if you're going with a multicolor, you are choosing either a picture, something like that you've seen, or if you want to make your own color, you can choose your base color and then choose your accent colors. Like if you want a gray, you can go with a light gray, then a dark gray accent, however you prefer. But we also have our one color system, which has been super popular lately, which is kind of a modernized coloring. So let me see if this video will restart here. It should be. Zoom in for y'all. See if you can see this. You can go on our social media and see this stuff also. Like I said, but the one color method just gives you a modernized single color look. I'm not sure how well you can see this on camera, but this is our one color system on a stained overlay with a towel pattern. So super popular right now. We have been installing a ton of these. But you can also go with the multicolor version. It does not have to be the single color. But honestly, these have been being installed a little more than the multicolor even, and the multicolors have been popular forever. So, like I said, there's multiple, can't talk this morning. There's multiple options. God dang, excuse me. So there's multiple options when it comes to a stained overlay system. You can go with our multicolor options. Like I said, generally choosing from a picture. It's not common. Someone's gonna mix their own colors. Yeah, I want this with an accent of that, accent of that. Not very common because when you mix colors, colors do change. So it's something you have to understand. If you mix gray and brown, it's no longer gray and brown. It's going to mix together and then turn to a different color, which is actually a super popular color, honestly. We mix dark walnut, charcoal, on like a tan base, sometimes white, but we kind of got away from the white bases a lot, unless somebody really wants that, just for a certain look, or it just goes with their house. We got them, white is just such a stark color. Just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You gotta look at both and just see what you think. Maybe go on our page, let us know what you think about them. If you go in our older pictures, you'll see a lot of the white ones with the different accents. Now you see a lot more tans, grays, things like that. Just, I don't know, I guess it kind of phased out. I don't know. But anyway, the solid colors are a great option. It's also a lot easier to choose because you're just choosing a color instead of trying to figure out, what kind of colors you want, or, and with the multicolors, you don't know exactly what you're going to get because they all come out a little bit different. So that's something to understand also. With the solid colors, you know what you're going to get. With the multicolors, you don't know exactly what you're going to get. And we've been doing this for a decade, and we still don't know exactly what you're going to get. That might sound stupid, but it's just something about stained concrete that you don't know. Like, we could apply the same color 10 times. It's going to look almost the same, but it's going to be a little bit different. And that just, it's just per project. Just the hydration rate, how fast it dries has a lot to do with it. The angle of the cement has something to do with it because we're using washers a lot of times. So if it's pitched hard, more liquid will drain off and not as much color will hold. So if you have a wavy slab, you might get a little more variation just because you're going to get some color sitting. So there's just so many things that go into stained overlay coloring. So you have to understand that when you're choosing a stained overlay, there are two methods that we use. We also recently changed. We always use washes. That's all our teak style overlays, things like that. We've always used washes. We had a small period last year when we stopped using washes and we went to an oil-based colorant. Looked really good, but we had some issues with sensitivity. Same thing, kind of like an acid stain. If you have like some water drip off the house or anything like that before, like once we overlay, before we color it, like overnight, if some water drips, it kind of like makes like a watermark. And that oil-based colorant did not do good with that. It was very sensitive. So you had anything, a bird crapped on it, whatever it may be, something spilled on it, it would just pop up very sensitively and leave like a stain mark. And I was like before, I'm not talking about after the project's done here. I'm talking about during the process, like before we stain it. With the washes, it's not close to that sense. I mean, it could drip, the gutters drip, whatever. It's fine. You wash it down and it's good. The color is pretty consistent. You don't have any problems with that. So we are changing out our samples at our show area back to antique washes. and things like that for our stained overlay system. And we also have the solid colors up there. We have some samples of that also. So, and don't forget about that, we do have our show area. If anybody ever wants to come, make an appointment to come check out some samples, check out the pool area, see what that looks like, you're always free to do that also. So, anyway, I think that's about it. I think that wraps up this video. So, till next time, y'all take it easy. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Y'all have a good one.